Imagine a world where trust does not require an intermediary. For centuries, human civilization relied on monarchs, governments, and massive financial institutions to validate transactions and secure wealth. But this reliance came with a steep price: systemic inflation, censorship, and the constant threat of centralized failure. In response to these vulnerabilities, an anonymous creator known as Satoshi Nakamoto introduced a revolutionary concept that fundamentally altered the fabric of global finance. Bitcoin was born not merely as a digital currency, but as the world's first successful implementation of absolute, decentralized trust, achieved through elegant mathematics rather than human authority. At its heart, Bitcoin solved a computer science mystery that had baffled cryptographers for decades: the Byzantine Generals Problem. The core challenge was simple yet profound. How do independent parties, who do not know or trust one another, reach a consensus in a hostile environment without relying on a central coordinator? The solution is proof of work. Instead of trusting a banker's ledger, the Bitcoin network relies on the laws of physics and computational energy. Miners around the globe compete to solve complex cryptographic puzzles using the SHA-256 algorithm. The first to solve the puzzle earns the right to add the next block of transactions to the ledger. This process requires real-world electricity, creating an unforgeable cost of production that secures the network. To alter the history of transactions, an adversary would need to control more computational power than the rest of the entire network combined, an endeavor so economically ruinous that it aligns the incentives of all participants toward honesty. The architecture of Bitcoin is a masterpiece of decentralized engineering. It operates on a peer-to-peer network where anyone, anywhere, can run a full node. Nodes are the keepers of the rules, validating every transaction against the protocol's consensus code. Unlike traditional banks, Bitcoin does not use a balance-based system. Instead, it utilizes the unspent transaction output model, commonly known as UTXO. Each transaction consumes previous outputs and creates new ones, forming a transparent, traceable chain of digital ownership. Every 10 minutes, a new block is appended to the blockchain, creating an immutable history. The issuance of new supply is strictly controlled by a hard-coded mathematical formula. The rate of new coin creation is cut in half at regular intervals of blocks, ensuring a predictable, diminishing supply that will cap forever at 21 million units. This absolute scarcity is a property never before achieved by any physical or digital asset in human history. As the ecosystem matured, it transitioned from a cypherpunk experiment into a robust global infrastructure. To address the inherent trade-offs between security, decentralization, and speed, the network adopted a layered scaling approach. While the base layer remains the ultimate settlement network, optimized for security and decentralization, secondary layers like the Lightning Network allow for millions of instant, low-cost microtransactions. This architecture separates the secure store of value from daily medium of exchange utility, mirroring how gold historically backed physical currencies, but without the physical limitations. Looking toward the future, the implications of this technology are profound. Bitcoin represents the separation of money and state, a concept as revolutionary as the separation of church and state centuries ago. In an era of infinite monetary expansion, a protocol governed by mathematics offers an uncorruptible alternative. It provides a neutral, borderless, and censorship-resistant monetary system for billions of people, particularly those living under hyperinflationary regimes or without access to traditional banking. By removing the need for permission to participate, it democratizes financial access globally. Bitcoin is not merely a technological innovation or a speculative instrument. It is a fundamental shift in how humanity stores the product of its labor across time and space. It is a digital monetary bedrock, operating continuously, block by block, as the ultimate machine of human consensus.